Hello, in this video we're going to talk about discount and tax and stuff like that more, but kind of just like combining them. So we're going to say that I can apply discount and tax to multi-step problems. Right, so in the real world, we don't ever really have like just a coupon, right? You have a coupon and you also have to pay tax. So we're gonna work on putting those two things together, okay? So if you have a discount and tax is always gonna be the last thing. So that means we need to find the discount first and then tax on that amount. So since I have a skateboard, I have a coupon for 15% off and tax is 9.35%. I'm looking for the total. So that's two things. I have a discount and I have tax. So I'm gonna kind of split my space into half. And I'm gonna label it. So start with the discount. The first thing we do is we take our discounted percent, 15%, divide it by 100 to make it a decimal in its decimal form. We have 0.15. So a discount makes the price go down, so I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to take 100% as the decimal 1, subtract that 0.15, and we're left with 85% of the cost. So 0.85. So when I take away 15%, I'm paying for 85% of the cost. So then we'll use this color. It's kind of hard to see. So then you take that new decimal, 0.85, times the price of the skateboard, $174.99. Nope, too many. And this is going to be our discounted amount, right? And we're not going to round it until the very last thing. So I'm just going to hold on to that for now. So we found the amount of discount. Now I'm going to find the tax on that discounted amount. So over here, I'm going to go do tax. Tax makes the price go up, so I know I'm going to add that. So I'm going to start with taking my tax percent, 9.35, divide by 100. Okay. Tax makes the price go up, so I'm going to add that to 1, which is 100% as my decimal, as a decimal, plus 0.0935. The new decimal is 1.0935. So I'm going to take that new decimal, 1.0935, times the discounted price, and I'll show you the calculator trick. So I don't really want to retype all of that in my calculator. So what I can do is I can type this first one, then click times, then I'm going to arrow up till I select the number I want and hit enter, and it brings it down that line for me. Oops. Hit enter again to find the answer. So 162.64883, that'll be enough. Since we're dealing with money, I need to round to 2 decimal places. So find the place, look next door. Next door is 5 or bigger, so I'm going to add 1 more. The 4 becomes a 5. Everything else in front of it stays the same. So with a 15% discount and 9.35% tax, $162.65. So what happens if, we don't always have a coupon on everything, okay? there might be a coupon or a sale that just applies to one of the items. So in this example, you're buying craft supplies, you get scrapbook paper for $3.99 and art markers for $24.99. Scrapbook paper is on sale this week for 40% off. What is your total if tax is 9.08%? So if the discount only applies to one thing, I'm going to start with that, and I'm just going to find the discount on the one item. So I'm going to need discount, a total, and tax. So I'm going to kind of split this into thirds. So I'm going to take my discount amount, 40% off, divide it by 100 is 0.4. And that 40% off applies to the scrapbook paper, which is $3.99. A discount makes the price go down, so we're going to subtract 1 minus my discount percent as the decimal, 0.4, which means that we're left with 0.6 of the price. So I'm going to take that 0.6 times the thing that's being discounted, the $3.99. It is 2.394. I'm buying multiple things, so now I need to find the price altogether, cost of everything. We'll say cost of all. So I'm buying scrapbook paper, which now costs this. And I'm going to add the cost of the markers, the other things I'm buying. Is 27.384. And we are saving rounding till the last thing every time, just because that is an extra step that we might mess up. If I mess up a lot throughout, if I'm doing that multiple times, your answer might get very, very off. So then I'm going to find the tax on this amount. So I'm going to take my tax percent, 9.08, divide by 100 is 0.0908. Tax makes the price go up, so I'm going to add that to 1. Which is 1.0908. So then I take that decimal, 1.0908, and I multiply it by this price. So again, 1.0908 times, arrow up until I have the number I want to select. Hit enter, hit enter. And then because we're dealing with money, we need to round to 2 decimal places. So 1, 2, find my place, look next door. Next door is not 5 or bigger, it's 4 or less. So my underlined one gets to rest. So $29.87. All right, last one. So sometimes you're buying multiple things, okay, and the discount applies to everything, but since I'm buying multiple things, I have to add the things all together. So we're going to start by finding the total first. So add that in. So I am buying a hoodie for $25, shorts for $14.99, a hat for $9.98. So we're just adding all of those together. So our total cost of all the items is $49.97. Then I'm going to find the discount. it's 15% off the entire purchase. So I'm going to take my 15% divided by 100 is 0.15. It's a discount, so my price is going down, so I'm going to subtract. We're left with 85% as the decimal, so 0.85. Scooch it all over. So then I take that number times my total cost for all the items. Again, I'm not going to round. So this is the discounted price. So now I'm going to find tax on this amount. Tax makes the price go up, so I'm going to add. Our tax percent is 8.7%. Divided by 100 is 0.087. Tax makes the price go up, so I take 1 plus that number. Is 1.087. I take 1.087 times the discounted amount. So I type my decimal times, arrow up till I select it, hit enter, then enter. We're dealing with money, so I need to round to 2 decimal places. So 1, 2, find your place, look next door. Next door is 5 or bigger, so I add 1 more. The 6 becomes a 7. Everything in front of it stays the same. And then down here is just like some blurb. If you stuck, try this process, read through. When is the price going up? When is the price going down? Meaning, do I need to add or subtract? Does the discount apply to one thing? Does the discount apply to everything? And then tax is always going to be the last calculation before you round.